Solite discipuli and solite omnes. Welcome again to another episode of Latin in Layman's. Come on, Liam, don't be a heathen. Push in your chair. Reminder to all those that don't push in their chairs when they leave a table or anything like that, please do so. It's a very, very simple thing. I always got to urge my students because for some reason they're really bad at doing it. So might as well do it off the get go and kind of get better at it uh, earlier on in life. And if you don't, be a little bit more pragmatic about it, right? Hey, you're a dude. Oh, you don't leave the toilet seat down, do you? Or up, rather, do you? Please don't. If you do, your significant other, if that is a female, is really not appreciating that. Aside from my little PSA right there, it's been a while. It's good to have you guys back. I've just been having a lot of different things occur right now. So I've just been doing a little bit of a different, not the typical whiteboard. That being said, you guys know me. I got to give you some words, and I thought that I would do something like a little series, what I'm going to do, because remember, in a declension, first declension, nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, and ablative in Latin all refer to fancy dancy words that really their syntax. Syntax is just another fancy dancy word that refers to parts of speech. All those fancy dancy words just refer to parts of speech. Subject, direct object, indirect object, possessive noun, prepositional phrase, or object of the preposition. So what I was thinking about is looking at nominative here. This is where we get the Latin word nomen, nomen meaning name. So, nomen meaning name. If you guys want to learn a little bit more, stick on with me. Got to plug Spotify, Apple Podcast, wherever you get your podcast. Latin and Layman's Rhetoric Revolution. I'm also on YouTube a little bit here and there. And just, I'm trying to make myself ever present because the rhetoric revolution is happening. It's plateaued right now. I'm not feeling a lot of movement, but that's okay. I don't really expect the whole movement to always be going pew 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 because that's not really how progression works. Progression is linear. We've talked about this before. That's where we get undulation. Unda meaning wave in Latin. It undulates, right? But if we got that trend going upward, which I'm hoping to get a little bit because it really has been plateauing, let's see. Help me out, you guys. If there's anybody in your life that is looking to learn a new language or anything like that, hey, I'm also offering private tutoring and all that good stuff. So now I'm going to shut up. Name. Nomenclature. Nomenclatura. Clatura in Latin refers to order, classification, and or assigning. So we're going to do nomenclature, really the assigning of names. And that's what nomenclature refers to. We have nomenclature in medicine, in the legal profession, in botany. That's just the classification of names. And all those names usually are Latin based for the most part, right? The nomenclature within botany, all of that's going to be Latin. Same thing in legal. Hey, e pluribus unum, out of one many. And in this case, what does that mean? The United States. One state, how many? Out of many is one state. Next one, anonymity. An meaning without. Onym is the genitive Greek version that's later transitioned into nomen meaning name. So onym is going to be Greek, and then ity refers to that pertaining to that English suffixification or Englishification rather, the suffix ification of the Englishification of a word. Gotta love it. Hey, you can bend the rules if you know them really well. Hey, sorry. A meaning without, onym name, ity pertaining to, anonymity pertaining to without a name. Anonymity makes me think of the group Anonymous, right? They always have Guy Fawkes's mask repping them. I love Guy Fawkes, by the way. Gotta love V for Vendetta. Shout out to V for Vendetta for those that love that graphic novel and or story and or movie. Next, I need to shut up. Synonym, antonym, homonym. All of these coming from onym meaning name. And I totally forgot that we have pseudonym over here coming off of anonymity, right? Because pseudo refers to false, onym again meaning name. Look at how we literally just take onym out. We can put it there and then we can sub it in and put it in here and here and here. And that is word substitution if you've ever seen something like that. And guess what? That's kind of cool because I like math, I like patterns, and I like referring to patterns because English doesn't have a lot and English is very irregular. So, sin with and or together, onym meaning name. A synonym versus an antonym versus a homonym. Syn, a with or together name like big or large, for instance. Antonym, anti meaning opposite or against. This is where you get antagonist from. The opposite of the main character. Antonym, opposite, name, aka good versus bad. And then finally, with our last one here, homonym. Hom means same. I didn't write it there, but that's where you get homo, meaning same in the Greek. Onym, again, meaning name, same name. So then this refers to words that you're familiar with that are spelled the same, they sound the same, but they mean different things, like a bat versus a baseball bat, and then a bat versus like a bat that you might see at night if you were to go to Carlsbad Caverns back in New Mexico, because I remember seeing that, and at dusk they all rush up from the caverns and all that good stuff. So if you learn something new, would appreciate the love and support. Tempus est discedere.